Hey, what's going on? I know I said I was gonna leave to go do homework, and I did get one thing out the way. I'm actually gonna save my homework until tomorrow, but I needed to get some other. I wanted to work on one of my projects. It's a cat. I wanted to work on one of my projects. As you can see, I'm on the video, so don't start. Sit down or out. All right. Because it's like she knows. Well, of course she knows. She always waits. If my attention is somewhere else, then she just wants to interrupt it. I literally gave her cuddles and a lot of attention earlier. She chooses the opportune time. Anyway, the title of this video is when a copycat. I think I put either. No, I was gonna put laugh when a copycat thinks they're better than you, but I erased the word laugh because if you just laugh, then they're gonna just keep going and don't even don't even try to like brush it under the rug. Really, just always address it. Like, come on. Like, make sure that you have the confirmation that it's something that's obviously something that's noticeable, and then go for it. Anyway, so I had this video titled "When a Copycat when a Copycat Thinks They're Better Than You," and apparently, like I said, there was somebody who was very jealous, who I grew up with, and thought that they were better than me. It started, I believe that it's, well, in the grade that we met up was the third grade. I know it was like Mr. Kanzo's class. And this woman, at the time was a young girl, saw me getting, favorable attention. Mr. Kanzo gave me a skip it. And I asked, oh, can this person have one too? Because at that time, she saw me getting favorable attention and she thought I was nice and I was friendly and I was kind and all this other kind of stuff. Um, So she called me like, best friend. And like, oh, you're my best friend. And she was just like, being very attracted to my energy and stuff like that. It was the first time literally that I had or acknowledged something as a best friend. So, or like as a, like a close friend. So I was like, oh, yeah, sure, sure, sure. Like, I'm not thinking of anything of it. I thought it was just, just titles. Because literally during middle school, somebody had called me mom. And I was just like, oh, that's so sweet. Even though like we're literally both the same age. It was just crazy, but it was so cute. Um, yeah. So she called me friend, and Mr. Kenzio had gave me a Skip It, which is one of those like old school cute toys. It's called Skip It, and you like literally have like a little ball, like a chain ball, and you just kind of like you do a gesture on your leg like this, and you kind of skip over it. So that's what's called Skip It. Anyway, they were really expensive and popular back in the day, and Mr. Kenzio gave us one each, one for me, one for her. Um, And from there, this person just started to like my mannerisms. Little did I know that during this time, this person was literally making very ugly remarks about me behind my back. This started since elementary and has grown up from there since until obviously till present day. So now I'm at this position where I have somebody who is really like up my ass. Is practically to me up my ass and wants to sorry, these little gnats and stuff like that. Um both metaphorically and literally gnats. That's just definitely that's like a double sign. Anyway, I anyway, yeah. So she's been mimicking me ever since I was a child. And it's really crazy for somebody to say like, oh, they're better than me. The only thing that this person has even gotten that idea from is just that they had to copy my personality and stuff like that in order to get the things that they got. Not only that, but they use that in order to collaborate with the government and other people and also lie about me in order to not attract, but to attain these things. And some of these things are actually my things. And by my things, I mean actual possessions, property. Like, I don't care about the people, literally. Like, and that's what some people may think that's, that's really cold, but these people tried to kill me. I shit you not. These people stole from me. And these people, like, I was like, I was very loyal to, and I cared about. But that's another conversation, because like, I'm that over it with them. I'm that over it with them. Now the possessions, you feel me? Like, they don't have any feelings, so I can take those back. You feel me? Like, that was literally, that was my things. So when someone is like, they think that they're better than me, I'm like, that's just really sick. Firstly, I think that's really sick and pathetic. Of all races, I'd rather you have not have been black. You feel me? Because again, the enough blacks, the movement that they have done, literally have set us the fuck back, and we've lost privileges, and things of that nature. Like, we gain we gain privileges, but not really, and opportunities, but not really. Um, like, they come. I don't know. It's just like it comes with people still having to complain about certain type of privileges, and things of that nature. We've gotten more leeway, we've gotten more access, okay, we have more privileges with certain things though, but it's just like, I I'm very confident that we could have gotten it, considering that we didn't have to go this route, and we still had things, privileges, and we still had things, access to things. I just hate that we gave the non-blacks a green pass. This is like, I think I get over it. I'll get over it. I I am, well, excuse me, not we. Enough blacks gave non-blacks a green pass for a lot of shit that has happened. Anyway, I see it for what it is, and just that this is an insecure woman. So when people try to bring it up in the convo about somebody thinking that they're better than me, or somebody trying to go around strutting or peacocking that they're better than me, when they've literally had to use my personality and try to add a little razzmatazz to it, in order to attain certain things, or acquire, contracts and positions, and things of that nature. It's, it's limited. Like, I feel like, it's something like that. It's very limited. Not only that, it's elusive, because then anybody and multiple people have copied off of my personality and stuff like that. They've studied me. So again, it's like Marilyn Monroe. People who want to, dress up as Marilyn Monroe or Michael Jackson. Yeah, you can attain certain type of positions, or even, attention, but so can everybody else. It will make, really practically, you'll be competing with other people instead of the original person. And it's just like, how are you to try to come at me and tell me, no, actually, you never came to me. You've been doing that shit behind my back. But it's like, how are you to say that you're better than me? And you've lived your entire life being somebody else, and trying to go for things that the other person had wanted, or was pursuing, or actually had. Like, that really makes you a fucking joke. I did mention this before, but I wanted to add in some other inclusive things, because I wanted to bring this all together in all in one video. So I've mentioned before, I have like little accolades and things like that. When my name is in the paper, this, that, here, and the third. Like, I have accolades. I had awards and things like that. I actually could have got a shit lot more, but I had responsibilities that were put on a child that should not have been put on a child, like taking care of her siblings, and her in and out, her grandmother that kept going in and out of the hospital because of her diabetes. Um, but yeah, like, I was, taking care of the household while my mom was out and about, and I was over here doing school, and then I had a side hustle where I was painting shirts or doing artwork, and tagging clothing. So doing that, and either like selling candy, I just had, I had like an up and, an on the up kind of side hustle. And then at that time, I was also working a job. I think as soon as I was old enough to work a job, I was working at the hair store. So, but still, I say these things was just like, this person didn't go through what I went through, and yet they have the audacity, especially they're not going through what I'm going through now, but yet they have the audacity to sit there be lazy as fuck and have him be like, okay, I'm gonna watch you do this and then I'm gonna do it. We've seen this, like I said, with modern slavery. We've seen this before with people who are non-black do that to black people. So now I got this ugly ass fat bitch trying, like, let's call it for what it is. We got this ugly ass fat bitch literally over here looking into my life, stalking me, being so fucking uncomfortable within herself for who she is as a person, deeply insecure, deeply rooted in just a bunch of hate, self-hate, as she is not comfortable with what she looks like, or she has to lie to herself, saying that she's this, she's that, and but at the end of every fucking sentence, or at the back of her mind, she's comparing herself to me, and then she's trying to get other people to agree with her, and then she even has to pay people. She has to use sex, money, or lies in order to get what she wants. And if it happens to at all try to provoke me, which a lot of the times and none of the times it does not, it's like, okay, well, fuck. I literally have done wasted my life. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, you did. I'm just like, you literally lived, you try to live a life that I would want to live, and you ended up with egg on your face. Like, I don't give a fuck who you're fucking. If I'm gonna, look, this is not my person. This is not a person who I want to be with. I've already rejected these people. I rejected this family. I rejected positions. I rejected a lot of things. Okay. What I want is for me, and what I want, I'm pursuing. And for you to think that you can try to walk your fat ass into my life after I'm cutting you off and I'm literally have taken you to court to get you out of my fucking life, then I mean, honestly, you have another thing coming. You really do. You have another thing coming. You would never say it to my fucking face about, like, about, your mental health issues. So I don't expect you to say anything in regards to like how you really feel, unless perhaps you had, like, some type of protection behind you or around you. But you seem pretty safe. Like, you don't even feel safe enough to say that shit like online. You have to say that shit in a fucking group chat or behind my back or passively. Bitch, how are you fucking better than me? You're not better than me. You'll never be better than me, okay? I'm always evolving. I'm me, okay? What this is a natural situation. And what you're doing is that you're having to fucking study. Like, okay, you got your degrees because you can study well. You are obedient, and you are also a pick me. You are someone who's looking for fucking treats, but you will not find them here, okay? You have nothing that I will actually ever be proud of or impressed about. It's like, I was just thinking of this song, it doesn't feel right. Somebody's watching me. We got no privacy. I've been hearing that lately because of, it's marketed in a trailer, which is actually a very good trailer, I gotta admit. Um but nonetheless, but when I first heard that, I thought it was Michael Jackson. It is not Michael Jackson. It's actually some other artist. And that kind of shit happens too. Like, some people had copied Drake, some people copied, I mean, there are notable people who copy Beyonce, but people also don't notice that Beyonce takes her inspiration from other things too. So it's extremely weird on how people are out and about thinking that, you can try to copy something as if that original copy can't cultivate new identities or just evolve. Like, wow, you're like really that fucking stupid. And that's what I'm saying. Like, don't bother me with this shit about some black woman literally trying to be up on my dick, my metaphorical dick, about trying to copy me and that is that here and the third. Because, like, for one, I'm really disgusted when I hear that shit. I'm a black woman, so why would I want to hear about some other little, like, mess or something like that trying to, like, interfere with my life? You want to be, I feel like, the pinnacle of her life will be for me to have some type of, I don't know, some type of, like, reaction that will literally make her feel significant. And at the very end of the day, all she did was just like, you kept my seat warm. Practically for anything that I want. Like, you basically, it was just like, it's like being royal and you have like a one of those testers before you eat something to make sure that, even though I've been poisoned, it's just like, the testers before the royal person eats it. Like, that's what you fucking are for me. Practically, you're my seat warmer. Get the fuck up. Okay? Like, let's keep it a fucking buck. You will never be better than me. You always have to look at what I'm doing in order for you to copy it and then imitate it. It's like, and it's not even like, it's not, it doesn't even have the same kind of oomph, that spirit, that energy, that bam that's in it. Like, you give, oh God, you give macaroni on, the macaroni glue, like glue presentations, you give that. Like, if I gave a macaroni art presentation and I have like black and gold and I make it look really nice and legit, something like, something cool, something you've never even seen before or wait, even imagine, you're like, what, that's like super dope. And then you have this person trying to imitate the same thing or try to make it like better, but this time add like glitter on it. You kind of look at it and you be like, it looks nice, but it's just like it looks kind of tacky too. And that's literally what she gets off. She gets off the tacky. She gets off the tacky. Like, yo, consistently trying to copy off of me makes you look like a fucking joke. It does. I mean, shouldn't be happy or comfortable with what you have already? Like, why do you need to keep trying to be in my life or in my atmosphere, even if it's behind the scenes? This is really embarrassing for you. It is. I wanted to end this off because I mean, for anybody who literally, definitely, genuinely supports me, I figure like you yourselves will have people in your atmosphere who probably might have like who might be your copycat, and I'm just saying like just always keep an eye for it. Don't encourage that situation. I would not encourage that situation at all. But it's just like, yo, seriously, like who the fuck do you think you are? You're a fucking joke. And I mean, look at me. Hold on. First off, I like to say that I too am a fat bitch, but not ugly. Okay. You may catch me in certain type of moments because I'm 24/7. I am at a fucking disadvantage considering that I've had enough black people come up against me. One person. I feel like that black meme, that black video where that girl was like fighting multiple people, like multiple people, but it's just like, enough blacks came up against me in order to like, mess with my skin and mess with my house and try to intimidate me and threaten me and all this other kind of shit, including using the help of the government. So I gotta say, I don't look that fucking bad considering, you expect, stress, haggardness, and looking all like doped out or anything like that. Didn't even have to do any of that stuff. Didn't use any drugs. Okay, I did use a few bottles of wine because I do like to drink, but I am a lightweight. Like, let's keep it a fucking buck. But yeah, here I am. I'm still obese though, but I'm nowhere as near as large as this this child who's literally keep trying to come for me. And I'm like, first off, I'm like, what's up? Because I'm 6'3", and here it is, somebody really over here with the chihuahua fucking energy trying to think that they can come at me any kind of way. And it's still not even that coming at me because how are you trying to bully me, but you're doing it from the fucking group chat? You're doing it from somebody else's, like, mouth. It's third party situations. Who the what the fuck? Who the what the fuck? Okay, that was really literally my point because I seriously, I mean, I have awards and things of that nature. Awards, people like, oh, Shalice, we adore you and this thing here and the third. Somebody like literally made this for me in middle school. Like I was literally gone for one day in middle school, and somebody literally made me like this fucking card. Like, yo, my energy is literally like, apparently it's irreplaceable, even when that person was there, because we went to the same schools. So it was just like, know your fucking place, because people obviously don't know me or they have yet to meet me, and they have to, get a second view of me before actually seeing me, especially in this video. It's like this. Um, I do have a really good energy and a really good soul, but it's just like right now, of course, obviously I have the boundaries. Okay. I will give you politeness, but I also am just very I am what I am. Okay. And apparently a lot of bullshit, lies, and slander has been made up about me, but you can't take away who I am and what it is I exude, because I'm not putting on the front for anybody. I will literally tell you, like, yo, you don't have to look like me. Seriously, I've lived through this shit by my fucking self. So literally, I don't need you, because first off, I won't even give you the opportunity to know exactly like who the fuck are you? I will literally fucking dismiss you before, like, as you can try to judge me and criticize me. I will literally, first off, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself, because I've maintained my life, my well being for me and my cats so far. So it's just like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Like, I don't need you. That's why I will not pander to you. I will not try to appease you or anything like that. What you see definitely is not what you get, like, on the physical part, because I exude so much more as a person and as a human being. Seriously. And people use and did the most in order to me try to make me subservient to them. And that was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. They confused my politeness, my patience, in order for, um, I guess, naivete and stupidity. Actually, I do have a bit of naivete, and that is because of my spirit and just who I am as a human being. But it's just like an overall, like, yeah, I many times imitated, never duplicated. And as humble as I am recognizing myself for you know the specialness that is me. Now I know somebody's definitely gonna have a problem with that, but again, you're gonna have to point to the book. You're gonna have to grab the book that's called My Life, and then you're gonna have to point to the part where I'm supposed to give a fuck. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna go. All right, I might check in tomorrow though, but I might not. So I don't know. We'll play by ear. Until then, good night.